Okay, so this is fourth in the series of full stack, but let's take a recall first that what we have done into the first and second and third one. So into all these three existing videos, we have talked about that the video courses we have talked about that what was the general introduction to programming basics, programming, and what are different programming language, web designing, web development. Then we talked about full stack web development and HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, jQuery, bit of that. Then about what are server, what is a server, what is user, what is session, and all of that we'll be going to basically talk about in into backend in complete depth. We just had a one-line introduction to all of that. Then we have head on to HTML. Into that we did some particular tasks. Then we moved on to CSS. Into that again we did some particular tasks, and into Bootstrap we again practiced a bit of that. So right now we have bit of knowledge of HTML, bit of knowledge of CSS, bit of knowledge of Bootstrap, and with this we particularly know that what is the front end designing. Okay, so we are clear with the designing component. We are clear with the front end designing component. Let's go ahead and design something at the back end. So today's task will be more or less. Okay, just give me an audio confirmation just for a minute. Wait. So my voice is clear, or are you getting some noise also? Because there is a bit of wind blowing on at my back. So my voice is clear to you?
Some
Or...
kind of noise.
Okay, wait. Wait. What about now? Is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Fine. So we can go for that. Yeah. So what we are supposed to do as of now is we'll be going for basic introduction of backend. Please put it on mute. Mic. Yeah. So we'll be going for basic introduction to backend, and that we have already seen that what are different files mentioned into the backend framework Django. And amongst those files, what we'll be going to do is we will be setting up a basic hello world website. So a website which will display us hello world. Firstly, we'll be going to do this, and once we will be ready with our hello world website, then what else we'll be going to do? We'll be going to connect our existing HTMLs and Bootstrap and all that CSS stuff right here into our website. Okay, so in order to do that, what we need to do, let's firstly create a new project so that it will be a recall for our existing stuff. So I will be working on my desktop itself. I'll just open it into command prompt. Okay, what else I need to do? Next thing is Django admin start project. Okay, I'll say it hello world or simply hello project. Okay, then I'll say once it will be done, I'll move on to this hello project. Then I'll say Django admin start app, and then this hello app. Fair enough. So we have this hello project. Into that we have this hello app, hello project, manage.py, all of that. Now what else we need to do? We need to say Python 3 manage.py run server. It'll run my basic server with that Django rocket launcher and all of that stuff at localhost colon 8000. Fair enough. So this is my first Django hello world page. Okay, not the hello world page, sorry, basic Django page. Right. Now what we want, instead of this entire green color Django page, what I want is that a hello world string should be written right here. Okay. And for that, what I am going to do is, firstly, just see which particular file I am calling. I am calling here manage.py. Now the architecture of Django is such like that when we call manage.py, this manage.py you can see right here. This will be calling the hello project dot settings. And what is this hello project dot setting? Right here, this entire settings.py. What we need to do is our first task. If you have copy and pen with you, just keep writing this thing. We need to add our app into this installed apps list. Okay, we need to install our app, or we can simply register our app right here. So I'll say hello app and comma. Okay, this is first thing I need to do. Second thing what I need to do is you can check that the time zone going on is May 23, 13:39. That means afternoon 1:39 or 1:40. I need to change it to Asia/Kolkata. That is the syntax. That is not what I'm writing by my own. So this Asia/Kolkata. Okay, and this particular manner only. A capital, K capital within the strings. This is all I need to do as of now in the starting part. Then just close this file. Okay, I'll repeat once. Let's make one project of hello world, and then I'll repeat again. What I have done is, firstly I went to this manage.py file. I just checked in order to show you that this is calling hello project.setting. You need not to even check, it is altogether always same. It will be calling the settings file of your project folder, not the app folder, your project folder. So into this project you went to settings, you registered your app right here in installed apps. Okay, into the installed apps part you have registered your app. Now once you have registered, then what else you need to do? You need to go to the bottommost of your file and change the time zone to Asia/Kolkata, right? Asia/Kolkata. Now you can see your terminal is running at 19:10:21, which is the current time, which was the current time earlier. In order to refresh, just make any change, save it, and it will be refreshed. So 19:11:19, which is the current time. Okay. Earlier it was running at some 13:39:50, some other time zone, might be GMT time zone. So we are running in GMT plus 5:30 in India. So we want our server to run at this particular time zone. So rest of the things for now, we just let it be the same only. Just close the settings.py. What else you need to do? So firstly, make sure that you would be having some interactive text editor with you. Interactive text editor, like I'll be going to use VS Code with me. So just open entire folder with VS Code, not a file, entire folder with VS Code. This will be helping you a lot. It seems like lesser, but it will be going to help you a lot into it. Now, what we have changed into hello project folder, firstly settings.py. Next task we need to change on urls.py. What do we need to change? We need to write here call something like include. Then what we need to do, we need to add one more row, say their path blank include hello into strings, hello underscore app, that's my app name, dot urls. Okay, just this, and let it just save it and close it. Now what else you need to do? You need to create one more file into your hello. That's all you need to do for hello project. Come to your hello app part. Now you need to create a file into your hello app with the name of urls.py. Open that, copy paste the entire urls.py stuff from the project to the app. Remove the admin part, no need. Remove the include part, no need. Consequently, remove this admin as well. Now, right here, what you need to do, instead of blank, then after this include hello app.urls, what you need to write is views dot index or some function name. Then you can specify the name of your particular URL, and you need to import from dot import views. Let me redefine it again, what all I have done. I'll be closing all of that. I have gone through my command prompt, written that Django admin start project, start app. Then I changed first thing into settings.py. I have basically made two changes into it. One is registering my app into installed apps, and second is changing the time zone. Then I went down to URLs, and then I registered one more URL with this for this blank string, and in this format. So blank string, comma, include hello app.url. What it will be going to do for us is, this blank URL, whenever called, will be redirecting us to a file which is hello app.urls. Now let's go to hello app.urls. Into this, I said that okay, whenever this blank will be called, I would be redirected to views.index, and the name of this entire line is called as index. Okay, or I can say index URL for convenience for later on part. So I'll be called to views.index, and for that I have imported views from dot import views, that is the syntax. Don't worry if you're getting it confused. When you do it 4 or 5 times by your own, you will be very much comfortable with this. This will become your routine part actually with Django. So now let's close that. Now the problem is that there is no index file index function right here. So let's create one. So it would be saying def index, which is the syntax for creating a function in Python, bracket, request, colon. Okay, so request is a parameter, index is the name of the function, def is a keyword which will say, okay, this is a function, and then the colon because it is a block. Okay, then what is the body of function? Return HTTP response hello world. Okay, and I need to import all of these request and HTTP response. So from Django dot HTTP import request comma HTTP response. Let's save that and let's run that. Okay, it's having an error. So if your server is getting stuck into some error, just press Ctrl Z. Okay, and the server will be stopped, and run that again. Okay, it's working. Now let's see. I just need to reload that page, and you can see this is having an hello world string right here, all because of this line. This line. I can change it to hi, and it will be changed with hi. Fair enough. Let's wait. Let's take some time, and all of you would go and implement these changes into your project. Make a project, implement these changes, run a file, run the server, and get into this particular hi written right here. And I'll wait, and I know there would be a lot of errors into your there would come a lot of errors into your code. I'll wait and rectify all of them. Just you need to let me know that okay, this is my error coming up. Fine. So I want that hello world written in all 5 of you. I'll be waiting as of now, and I'll not be moving ahead. I want all of you to implement this hello world website, get hello world written there. This is not a website, this is not even a web page, this is just a response, web response, HTTP response. But this is required in order to move further. So right now we haven't talked about HTML, CSS, Bootstrap as all. We just have made a just valid HTML request, HTTP request. Just go for it and implement that. And just let me know when it will be done. Finish with the command prompt. Okay, that's my command prompt. Okay, I'll just be putting myself on mute for a while. So how many of you didn't get to know about it? Just give me a response. How many of you are facing any issue into that you didn't get it? What is supposed to be done? Just write here some message.
Bhaiya, how to run that manage.py file?
Okay, that you need to just run with python space manage.py space run server.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll just be repeating once again. If I hope it is like, I was not assuming that it will be clear with the first instance only. It will take some time to be grasped because there would be some 6-7 changes. Let's take the things one by one. Okay, and I'll be sending you code as well, what all you need to change. And for that, what I'm doing is, in closing this, I am closing this and I am deleting this. Okay, so everything will be implemented from scratch. Let's see. Okay, so I'll just have navigated to desktop. Now what I need to do is Django admin start project space name of the project to be suppose second project, because we have already done the first one in the previous class, second project. Okay, so Django, sorry, firstly I need to move into second project and then Django admin start app second app. Fair enough. Okay, all right, no doubts into this, I hope. Next, just run your server. That is it. Now no need to no need to do anything on your server. And check, your server is not running in Indian time. It is running in some GMT time. Our time is GMT plus 5:30. So it is running on 1:50 in the afternoon, and we are right here having 7:20 in the evening of the same day. So it is 5 hours 30 minutes earlier than of us. So let the server be running and see how your local host is behaving. So your local host would give you a rocket launching page of Django that the installed works successfully and all of that. Okay, what now you need to do? Just go to your, just open this entire folder into your favorite text editor, whichever you find comfortable, or you can also work without even that. But I would be working in this text editor, this IDE. Now what I need to do, first task is to go to this project folder. There would be two folders, app folder and project folder. First we need to go to this project folder, and first change would be to go to settings.py and go to this installed apps, add your app into it. Okay, nothing in the terminal as of now, just python 3 manage.py run server. For you it might be Python as well. This is what I need to write, and rest everything come by its own because it's server. Okay, so I installed my app with writing here second app and putting up a comma. Okay, I added my app into the list. Let's move on. In the last, right here, right, instead of UTC we need to write Asia / Kolkata. Okay, now let's close this file. I write this entire thing to your chat box. So firstly we have write Django admin start project name, then cd project name, whatever project name you are having, then Django admin start app name. Okay, now python 3 manage.py run server. This is what you need to write in command prompt. Enough for that as of now. Next task is, I hope you are checking it out on your chat box. Next task is, you need to go to your folder and file and all of that structure. Wait just a minute. Okay, then firstly open project app. Okay, sorry, the project name, whatever your project name is, inside that this particular settings.py file. You need to make two changes. So first change is add your app into installed apps list. Second change is change time zone to something like this. Okay, I hope you would have done this. Firstly do this entire part and then we will move on.
Hello.
Yes, Shankar.
Sir, how can I do this? I have no pip installed in my laptop.
Oh, so have you done that part? Have you gone through the video? I hope you would be going through it after the class. So as of now, you can wait, you can watch the video, you can understand the things, and once the class would be over, you can firstly refer that installation video and then refer this video. See, that is what the problem is. If you would have told me earlier, we can have your pip and Django set up this time itself. But you just have informed me as of now. So
Sir. Hello.
yeah.
Okay, sir.
So how many of you have done till this part, the settings.py part? Just write here at least yes or no something. So out of 5 of you, how many of you have done this? Write here something like yes or no. Okay, one no, one yes. What about others? Make it fast, guys. You're taking a lot of time. Make it fast. Is that done, Tanvi? Is that done, Saurav? So if there was some issue in Django installation, why didn't you let me know earlier? I asked that any one of you have any issue or so. How to install? You are asking me as of now. Now, how can I let it install just this time and then? Have you referred the video for installation? Saurav, have you referred the video? Yeah. Right here we have to add even in the starting or at the ending or in between. That doesn't matter because it is a list. So you need to add somewhere into this list wherever you want to. So Saurav, you need to install it with pip install Django. I hope I was expecting that if there would be something wrong into the installation, you could have let me know. Now I am asking you that have you referred the video?
हेलो भैया, कोई
Yes.
एक्सटेंशन देनी है आपके नेम को?
No. It'll be just simply like whatever the name of your app is. Yeah, just add this like within the inverted commas. I'll
हेलो
just show you my registration of installed app into installed apps. It is something like this. Wait, see right here. Just it is
ओके
second
ओके
app. Okay, let's wait for others as well. Okay, I hope that time zone and installed apps, this both of these things are like working for all of you, I guess. At least with Shiv, Jarin, and Danvi. Saurav, you need to sort out the installation part. Sangram, you need to sort out the installation part. Just one more minute for you, and then we'll be moving on. Okay, so let's move on. I hope it's done. Now, next task is we are done with settings.py. My screen is visible. Yeah. We are done with settings.py. Just leave it. Go to urls.py. Import one more thing like include. So Django.urls import path and then import include as well. Add one more line into this list. So wherever you can see the square bracket, this is a list basically. So I hope you are clear with what is list, because I hope you all belongs to Python as your native language. So if you have include right here, so path blank include your app name second app dot urls. This is what you need to do in your URL file. Just make it fast and do this thing. Two changes: add include, add this line, path blank comma include second app dot url. 2 more minutes maximum. Make sure to save it.
हेलो
Yes, Shiv. Yes, Shiv.
भैया, what to do in urls.py file?
I gave you the changes. You need to firstly add this include in the import next to the path, and then you need to add this particular line path inverted comma open inverted comma close comma include second app dot urls or whatever name of your app is. Right here you need to mention your app name. Okay, so my app name is second app. You need to mention your app name. Okay, and then dot urls. Okay, so screen is already shared. Screen is already shared. So Saurav and Sangram, what you can do is right now you can write these steps into your notebook, and then once you will be done with your installation part, you can refer your notebook for that, or otherwise video is always there. Is that done, Jaren, Saurav, Shiv, Jaren, Shiv, Tanvi? Sorry, is that done? What about you? At least write some yes, no. Shiv, Tanvi. Shiv's screen is visible. I hope it is visible to others. Shiv, what you can do is you can reconnect so that it will be visible to you. But what I can do as of now is I can send you the entire code for now. Okay, so right here you need to mention your app name. So where I have written dash 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 dot urls, replace it with your app name. Fine, Shiv? And just remove all the other content from your urls.py and add it right there, and make sure to reconnect as early as possible because there will be a lot of things will be going to change in the next step. Okay, so now next task is go to your second app folder. Just close this folder, go to your second app folder, create a new file. Okay, whichever text editor you are using, it will let you create a new file. Name it urls.py. Please make sure that until unless you master Django, do not play with naming. Just use the name as mentioned into the community versions, or as mentioned into the as the common names they are already using. Do not play with the names so early in your Django journey. You'll end up landing into a trouble that you will not even able to communicate to people at what particular file you are facing issues on. Then what else? Copy this line, only tell path, no more include. Okay, just make sure to copy this whole stuff as well. Remove admin. Now path blank, it will look something like views dot index comma name is equals to index url. Okay, and then right here import from dot import views. This is what you need to do in your app url. Into the app there is a file named as urls.py which you need to create, and then write whole of this into that file. Shiv, is it visible to you? Is the screen visible to you now? So views.index is there as the function. So there are basically three parameters into this path function. One is the blank string, second is views.index, third is name is equals to index underscore URL. So it will be something like this. I can put some space so that it will be clear. So views.index comma name is equals to index underscore URL. Jaren, Shiv, Tanvi, is it done? Shiv, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, it is visible now.
Yeah. So make it fast. Make
So
it fast.
this part is done after urls.p. Okay, okay, got it.
Okay. So I'll open two files parallelly to you. Wait.
Yeah, this is done. url.pattern. This is done.
Okay. So this is the project part, and wait.
urls.py.
Okay. So this is the this is the project one, and on the left this is the app file.
Okay. URL pattern.
Shiv, make it fast. Please put it on mute. Some noise from someone's back. Okay, so let's move on. I hope it is done, Shiv. Is it done?
Yes, yes, you can move.
Okay, sure. So our next task is, see, we are calling this views.index function. So our next task is to define this views.index function. Open your views file, right here def index. Okay, so even before that, let's remove that. Firstly, you need to import something like from django.http import request comma http response. Okay, it should be in the same case as I have written, H capital R capital. Then write def index request return http response. Hi, this is a web page, or simply hi, this is a http message. Save it. Make it fast, just last 2 minutes for you this time, for all of you. Is it done? Jaren, Shiv, what about others?
Yes, yes.
Sure then. Now just close all the files. Need not to open any files. Go to your server in the command prompt. Check if it's working or not. It's not working, it's stuck. Press Ctrl Z, close that. Rerun the server with Python 3 manage.py run server. Enter. Okay, it's working. Time zone is Indian time zone in which we are working. Okay, and where it is working 127.0.0.1, which is the IP for localhost, and 8000, which is the, please put it on mute and just reload this server, and you can see that hi, this is HTTP message. Okay, check this and then we'll move on. Bye. It's working. No, what's wrong? It's localhost colon 8000. I hope you have written it right. This is what you need to write. If this isn't working, then something wrong on your code part. So what I have written is Python 3 manage.py run server with spaces. Python 3 space manage.py space run server. And this terminal is opened in that place where manage.py is stored. So if you are working on some different place and your terminal is opened in some different place, it will not work at all. urls.py or app folder. Okay. This is it. Have you imported include? Check that into the URL of project file, project folder. Check if you have imported include or not. Just next to path. And what I mean with that is, I'll just show you this URL of project. Do you have include mentioned here or not? Check that. Then it will not work. You need to import include. I hope it is done. So you need to import this include, then only it will work. You need to import this include by writing comma include after the path. Just check the code. It should be exactly same as it is written right here. Something mess with the bracket or something like that. And check whether you are importing include from Django.urls or from somewhere else. See, Saurav, Sangram, the thing is that whatever we have done in earlier class, you haven't tried to practice it. And if you haven't tried to practice it, you were not even able to know that whether your pip and Python and Django is working or not. And I already told you if you will not practice, then the things will not be going to be easy at all. This is not something that you will just get it by just listening or looking at. You need to work by your own. That is the only solution to learn anything right here. I hope Tanvi it's working now. Or else just share your screen and I'll navigate what to do. Just share your screen and I'll navigate what's wrong. I'll unshare mine. So you share your screen. So you are, see, where is include? It's saying request and HTTP response. Where is include going on? So include part has already been sorted. Now the thing is that you have actually placed dot after request. It is request comma HTTP response, not request dot HTTP response. You need to change it. Go to your URLs, sorry, views.py file. Just see, just try to read the error where this error is coming up on second app slash views.py. Which line? Line number 2. And line number 2, what is the error? It is a dot written there. So you need to turn it to a comma. Open views.py file. Are you able to hear me? Because I am not getting any change into the screen part. Yeah, so it's not request dot HTTP response, it is request comma HTTP response. It's working now. So now check for your check with your browser if it's showing the localhost page on the localhost page if it is saying that hi this is an HTTP message or not. Okay, so Shiv, is it your screen?
Yes, we are.
Yeah. So what's the issue going on? What is the issue going on?
I've shared the screen.
Okay, so it's saying no module named hello world. What is your project name? Just show me the directory. Show me. Go to the Visual Studio Code. VS Code. VS Code. Yeah. So your project name is second project. Your project app name is second app, and you are registering hello world. How can you work with this? Like, what is the meaning of hello world right there? What you have registered in installed app? You need to change it to second app. You cannot just register anything of your choice. It should be exactly the same name as of your app. Okay.
Can you repeat? I didn't get it.
Yeah. So line number 34, you have written hello world. So
Yeah.
because hello world doesn't make any sense actually. What is hello world? No one knows. So your app name is second app. Hello world is nothing. So you cannot just write anything right here. Yeah. So close that, save that, close that, run that. Run that again.
No, but
So you are at the top of your command prompt. Run that right now.
still said no module found hello.
Okay, so at least you need to run the file where you are running the file. I'm not getting your command prompt is sending a blank output and you haven't given any input.
Hmm.
Shiv run the server with python 3 space manage.py space run server or python space manage.py space run server. Okay, wait. So have you saved your settings.py file?
Yes, I have saved it.
Okay, let's wait. Let's debug all of the entire of the project. Just remove this terminal part from the screen. Let me see the screen as of now. Minimize it. Settings.py is fine. It is second underscore app fine. Just close the settings.py. Go to URLs of your project. And what is hello world actually? From where this hello
Oh,
world is coming into picture?
second app.
Yeah, second app. You cannot just write anything out of the box.
Then
Yeah.
after
Save that and check your terminal. It should be getting updated. Or if not, if it is stuck, just close it and rerun that.
yeah, it's
Yeah. Now see your browser. Look at your browser.
yeah, it's thank you.
Okay. So unshare your screen and I'll be sharing mine and then we'll be moving on. Fine. So I hope the all of you can see that message on your screen. Now what you need to do is you can just tweak that message and you can just reload the page and it should be working for you. Now this is what basically we are doing for just a message. And what if we need to connect our HTML page? Obviously we'll not be working with this message only. We need to connect our HTML page into it. So in order to connect our HTML page, what we need to do is we need to make a folder inside our app. Let's create a folder with the name templates. Okay, inside the templates create one more folder with the name of your app name. So my app name is second smaller second underscore app. Okay, so inside second app create your HTML file. So the name is home.html. This is what I have created. Let's make an home.html file. So I need to have that entire stock type, this, with the title to be first Django page, with the body to be having suppose h1, heading 1, p tag. Hi, this is first Django page. Again, that bootstrapping part. So I don't want to call that bootstrapping part as of now. Just remove that. Template folder and yeah. So second app is the name of app which I have created. You need to replace it with your app name. So inside second app, a template within the template, second app. So hierarchy is something like this. Second app is my app name. Inside that, templates. Inside that, second app. Inside that, your home.html or whatever HTML name you are calling about. Okay. So hi, this is first Django page. Now what I want to say is h4 with subheading. Okay, so enough of HTML for now for the basic part. So if we can connect this, we can connect the entire biggest HTML of us. Okay, most beautifully designed HTML with the same way as of this one. So I hope it is done. So your task is to basically make an HTML file of your choice, whatever you want to fill that. Please do not go for external CSS as of now. You can write internal CSS, you can write inline CSS, but as of now, do not go for external CSS. Okay. So make an HTML page and make sure to work on this hierarchical pattern. Second app, whichever app name you are talking about, inside that template, inside that again that app name folder, and inside that the file. So whole of this is a folder and this is a file. Make sure to do this as early as possible. Wait, sorry. Or else you can make a basic HTML of just h1 tag and p tag and not any other thing, or simply like a simple p tag or whatever. Like the connectivity remains the same in the same way. You can just keep on updating your HTML part and the connectivity remains the same. Views.py is same till now. No change into views.py. It is the existing one. Till now I haven't changed anything. Okay. So I haven't changed anything. This is just what I have created HTML. Shiv, is it done? Yeah. So Jaren, I guess it is done as well from your side, and Tanvi from you as well. I hope it is done. Please make it fast. Done from all of you? Sure, then let's move on. So this is what we have done with HTML part. Now, yeah. So HTML, I am just closing this HTML. No need to change anything on HTML for now. Now what we need to do is let's change something on our views.py file. So views.py, instead of writing an HTTP response, I just commented it. I need to write return render. What you need to write inside render? Wait. The name, firstly you need to write request. Then you need to write the name of your templates which is stored in second app slash home.html. So this is the relative path from template. So after template, whatever the path is to this particular HTML. And let's run this for now. So this is what my HTML is coming up. This is the views.py change. Instead of return HTTP response, you need to write return render request, comma, your HTML page. And let me just make it look like HTML. So for that I'm writing an inline CSS of style background color to be blue violet, whatever this color is. Okay, so now it looks better like HTML. I guess it is done. Fine. So this is what basically we need to do in order to get our first web page ready. Now let's understand what we have done. We have started from settings.py. Into settings.py we have registered our app. Okay. Then the time zone was the parallel stuff, nothing to do with the flow. So that addition of app, which basically let us add a URL right here. Now whenever someone will call a blank URL on our website, it will be redirected to this particular URL file, include second app.urls. Yes, I am coming to views.py. It is this line you need to add instead of your existing line. Comment the existing line and add this one, where second app need to be replaced by the app name and home.html need to be replaced by your HTML file name. Okay, so then we got redirected to this particular urls.py. Into this particular urls.py, we said that whenever someone will call a blank URL like this, it will be redirected to views.py. So into views.py, what is going on? Whenever, so which particular function of views.py? Index. Now whenever an index function will be called, it will take us to render this particular HTML file, home.html, and it is rendering it down. Fair enough. Are you clear with the flow? What is the flow going on? Now what if I need to add one more page? I need to make a change right here. Okay. Suppose I need to add path. Suppose I want to show for about. Okay, about us. What else I need to do? Views dot about name is equals to about URL. Let's close this. Let's go to views. Let's make some views dot about views dot about view about request and render some HTML that we will be going to make. Okay, and the name of HTML is about. Let's make an about.html right here. Okay, so I'll be naming it as about us. This is an about us page. This is an h2. Right. Okay, so let's see how it is going to look. So this is our home page which will remain the same, and if someone will call an about page, I hope I haven't committed any error. Will take us to this is an about page with the background color to be suppose this Bollywood. Okay, so with this way you can add any number of pages as many you want to. Why your views.home.html is not working? Check if this thing is as it is or not. Okay, so the steps were firstly add a URL for that part, and from that URL, so see basically how does a customer look into your website? So customer will write something for you. Suppose slash about. So with slash about you get to know that you need to write a URL for slash about, which will basically call a function and which has some name. So name is for backward calling that we'll be talking about later on. So which will be calling a function. So that function is doing nothing but calling an HTML, rendering an HTML, and that HTML is what we have designed. Okay, so Tanvi, just share your screen. What is going on wrong with you? That this particular home.html is not working. Just share that screen. Make sure that your views.py is looking like this, and the hierarchy of your HTML page is so much precise as of mine. Just share your screen so that we can work on. It's showing us just a black screen. At least to me, it's showing a black screen only. Nothing is getting rendered. Okay, so can you share me the screenshot of your views.py and your hierarchy where it is stored? Just this thing I basically want to check. And make sure your server is also running. These three things you need to check. So can you share me these three screenshots? That is all required in order to debug. Then we can you send the screenshots if you can hear me. I'm not getting any kind of screenshot, so